What's up, guys? Dr. Tom with my two girls. I got the 8 on this side, Grace, and the 6 on this side, Olivia. And it's been a while since Olivia's been in one of our videos, and we're excited to have you today. And you know what? We watched a movie a couple days ago, Frozen 2. And as we were watching that movie, Olivia identified with the main character in there, Anna, because Anna's a 6. And I thought maybe that'd be a good topic to talk about because I think it woke some things up in you that I think all 6s struggle with. Because in that movie, just to summarize it, essentially the other main character, Elsa, who I think is a 4.
She's a 4.
She has a song about the rules don't apply to me.
Yeah,
I've always been so different.
She's following her inner voice that's leading her away from the group, okay? And she gets in close and then she scratches them and runs away like 4s do. And she pushes Anna and Olaf, the little snowman, who's a 7,
Who is
away.
literally you.
Yeah.
Exactly the same personality.
Yeah. And in that movie, I noticed like Olaf would try to reframe everything and be positive no matter what.
Like in real time.
Yeah, and he didn't want to be in touch with his own anger and all those things that are like 7s. But tell us a little bit about what you thought about Anna, because Anna just wanted to be helpful and supportive to her sister, but it seemed like no matter what she did, she just couldn't. Elsa wouldn't accept it, wouldn't receive it. What was that like for you?
The first thought that comes to my mind is I'm like, literally Anna would feel so much better if you literally just hugged her and said, Anna, I promise I will tell you what I'm doing next. And I love you. That's it. That's literally all you have to do. So.
Because Anna's chasing her around like, I just want to help you. I just want to be there for you. And you can see Anna be like that sweet and sour, where she's helpful, she's comforting, she's encouraging. But then when Elsa would sort of depart and do her own thing, then it'd make Anna really angry.
And it just is making her angry because she wants to keep Anna safe.
Yeah.
Or Elsa, sorry.
To keep her sister safe.
Yeah.
And how does that feel when you feel like, I mean, she ended up like in the dark forest and.
So annoying because it's like, are you kidding me? I would want you to do this for me, and now you're shoving me away. So how am I supposed to make sure, at the end of the day, it's kind of self-centered. How am I supposed to make sure that I'm going to be safe if I'm by myself?
Yeah.
So maybe you're like supporting others so that they will then support you.
Kinda.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of wisdom in that. And I think 6s need to wake up and realize that one of the reasons 6s are so
But like
loyal.
I would never like want to actually like I say that, but then I'm like, but really is it actually because of that? But it is.
Because you think you're just being helpful and supportive, but really what's at the heart of this is 6s want support and want you to make sure that you're going to be there for me.
Mm-hmm.
And when you won't accept my help, then aren't you kind of saying that you're not going to be there to help me when I need help? It's kind of like how 2s demonstrate love and care and give, but they really want you to give love to them, you know? And
like an 8 will stand up and fight for you, but then expects like, hey, you're going to fight for me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, probably not.
a 9 does not want to be pushed by you, so they don't push on you. And they treat you, you know, your boundaries with respect because they want you to not be pushing up on them.
If only 5s could learn that.
Yeah. 5s
Doesn't want to be intrudes on everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a brother here. We got a brother that's a 5, and he doesn't want to be intruded on in his space, but he constantly just kind of steps over your boundaries, you know. There weren't any 5s in that movie Frozen 2. There was Olaf, who's a 7, Elsa, who's a 4.
There
and
probably
Anna,
was.
who's a
They were
6.
just locked in their houses somewhere.
Yeah, and then the boyfriend,
Kristoff,
he's a 9.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's
his
a 9.
whole song in the woods when Anna walks away and does her own thing, and he's singing about being lost in the woods.
He's like left is right, up is down.
Yeah, he doesn't know where to turn because his compass
But
is
then
gone.
remember at the end when she comes back and says, I'm sorry that I had to leave you for a while.
Oh,
It's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you
okay.
literally sang for like 10 minutes about how this was the worst thing that ever happened to you.
Yeah.
But
Conflict, let's get away from
Yeah, no,
conflict.
it's fine. It's cool.
fine. It's all right. You're back now, and that's all that
okay.
matters. Fuse.
right.
Fuse. Yeah. So did you learn anything about yourself watching that movie?
Oh my goodness. What's that one song called? Do the Next Right Thing?
Do the next right
Oh
thing.
my word. I started crying. I was like, this is how it feels. Just like less because like her family like died and stuff. But I'm like, this is how it feels when someone like, oh, blah, blah, we're best friends. I hate you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm shoving you away. You're like, okay, so I guess I don't have any support now.
Just have to focus on, and that's really about being present. Because for a 6, it's, I can't worry about what might happen tomorrow or what's behind that next turn in the road. I just have to do the next right thing. I just got to focus on baby steps my way out of this cave, baby steps my way out of this dark forest. I'll be okay. I can make it on my own. I can get through this. And I think that's hard for 6s to know that. It's not hard for 8s. I can get through this on my own. You live by that.
Yeah.
I don't need people. People get out of my way.
Right. Right.
But
They're
6s
just going to cause issues.
Yeah. And I'm more like as a 7, people can come along if they promise not to slow us down.
Yeah.
And they'll laugh
Until
at the jokes.
they get too boring, and then
They'll laugh at the jokes. Then they
Right.
can come.
Yeah. No.
well, even that idea of like do the next right thing versus do the next fun thing.
Yeah.
Like how different is that? Just the 6 and a 7.
Yeah. Because the 7's focused on the next thing, but it's not the next right thing.
Right.
It's the next thing is better than the thing I'm doing now.
Right.
And you can see Olaf in that movie scared, right? But he dealt with fear in a different way than Anna did. His
He literally said in his song, "It's not bad, it's good."
yeah,
When he was
it'll make
fell
sense
in a
some
dark
other day.
hole by
Yeah.
himself.
He's telling himself that, I don't have to be afraid because someday this will all make sense and I'm not going to worry about it because even though I don't understand it now, I'll reframe it later and it'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah.
And, if I laugh and sing and shove my carrot in my head, I'll be okay. Yeah. And really the 7, I think, is saying, as long as everybody's laughing and we're all singing, then everybody's safe, right? Because we're fear type too. Everybody's safe. And the 6 I think the 6 is just more simple, cut and dry that we're not safe.
But I wouldn't want like anyone to know that about me.
Yeah.
Is that why you're putting it on YouTube?
Dad asked me to. So.
Yeah.
You're supporting him.
Thank you. Yeah, it's because if you show fear, what'll happen? It grows.
Well,
People take
advantage of
She's
you.
also the counterphobic 6, so they like fear is a disgusting thing to them versus
Yeah.
some of the other 6s that might not be
If
so
you say-
hesitant.
if
I
you-
think I like am afraid of fear, which is a weird thing to say. Like you're afraid of like disappointment and sadness and bored, and I'm like afraid of fear
Does
because
it-
I'm like, if they know I'm scared, then now there's like what else do I have to like live for? Because if I can't make you think that I'm fine, then how am I supposed to make sure you're fine?
Interesting.
So
I don't get it.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But that's what makes 6 good friends, though.
Yeah. Because since they need you, they think they need you to be there for them.
Right.
But that's what makes them sweet and sour
Right.
or hot and cold, loyal skeptics, is they're going to be there for you until they get that sense that you're not reliable. You're not
and then I'm
honest,
gonna go,
you're not
oh my
dependable."
goodness. Okay, I'm still there for you.
That support.
I'm still getting
that
shoved
support
away.
Can turn into anger. Another movie we watched was Christmas with the Kranks.
That was a good one.
And that's where an 8, Tim Allen, is married to Jodie Foster, who's a 6 in that movie. And the whole neighborhood they're in is all 6 values. And they decide they're not going to celebrate Christmas, which it's the dad, the 8, who says that. Because he's like, forget it. We're spending
I'm
too much
against
money.
it.
We're going to go on a cruise.
Well, and if you look at it completely through 8 eyes, he doesn't want to celebrate Christmas because his daughter is not going to be there. And
Yeah.
if we're not doing this for the kids, then why are we doing this? We're grown adults. We don't need to celebrate
if we
this.
can't go to 2, then what's the point
Right,
of
what's
having
the point?
Christmas?
And I totally feel that way. I'm like, if there's not going to be children at this event, then why are we singing about Santa Claus, you know?
Then we're just going through the motions.
Right, what's
This
the
is-
point?
What's the big picture here?
Right.
And his wife, who's a 6, is totally fine with this idea until it puts her at odds with the community. And then she goes from hot to cold, and she turns on him.
Your stupid idea.
Yeah.
It's turning the neighbors against us.
Right, because we can't have people turning against us. Mm-hmm. And as soon as they decide to go ahead and celebrate Christmas, the whole neighborhood that's against them comes back and rallies up
Helps
to support
them
them.
set
Supports
up.
them and gets their house decorated for them. And,
Yeah.
Right.
It was all sick stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you watch that and you go, yeah, I feel it. I see it. That makes sense.
Not like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's also a movie. You also have to think of that.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about movies. Movie reviews.
There you go.
Anything else you want to say about the movie? That when we got home, I turned on that soundtrack and she couldn't even listen to it.
No,
It
I
was,
was
like,
like,
too
no,
fresh.
just turn it off.
She could listen to the
Fine.
Olaf song. She could listen to the Elsa song, but she couldn't listen to the Anna song.
No,
It
it's
digs.
so bad.
Triggered.
And I think
don't like
I
it.
think as you guys, even young people, as they learn to grip with the truth of the Enneagram, it pierces in the heart. I mean, and it gets us where we are. Because I can watch that movie and think, yeah, that's a good movie. It was fine. But she came home and said, Dad, that was one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. And I think it's because those truths, become are the truths that we wrestle with. And so when you watch a movie, it may relate to one person differently than to another because we identify with those characters so strongly when they have the same values
Yeah.
and represent the same type we're at.
Something about Anna is like when she's in like the darkest point of the movie, when she's like angry at everyone, I'm like, you're not angry, you're sad. You just are like, but I don't want to be sad because I want to be strong and make people think that I'm scary.
Now,
Basically.
would you say she's sad, or I'm wondering if it's a little bit also of afraid? Sad mixed with fear looks like anger.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she does not want the people she loves to have anything bad happen to them.
Right. Because if they happen something bad to her friends, then who'd be there for her?
Yeah.
Right?
And also, it's like, okay, my job in life is to make sure that you're fine. And how am I supposed to do that when you're shoving me away every 10 seconds?
Yeah. And I can honestly tell you, as a father, I feel that. But as a 7, I don't feel that. That my job in life is to make sure you are okay.
Right.
Yeah. As a dad, I feel that for my kids. But that's not wired into 7-ness. That's 6-ness. And I think it's probably a little bit of 8-ness, too, that my kids are my...
Yeah, in this fort, you will be protected at all costs. Everyone else, you're on your own.
Every man for himself.
Yeah.
If you're not strong enough to handle it, that's your problem.
Only the strong survive.
All right.
Find a 6 and maybe they'll help you.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us for this video. I hope you learned something. If you haven't seen the movie yet, you might want to go out and see it. It's at the Dollar Theater now. Probably by the time you watch this video, you probably watch it on Disney+. All right. See you guys. As always, be present to life. Be there for those that love you. Take care of them. Try to understand one another. Value each other. And always be present to life. See you guys.